60% of Nebraska voted for Donald Trump, despite the fact he spent his entire election talking about his mass deportation plan.
Is 2/4 away from being bankrupt, the whole state, because there's no workers. Half of their workforce is undocumented immigrants. So now Nebraska is in a panic, is in an uproar. And most of them, farmers and Trump supporters. They got exactly what they voted for.
Hey, Nebraska, do you need a tissue for your issues?
What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. They voted for Trump. Now they can't find anyone to work on their farms. What did they expect? Let's watching the clip. Remember, the credit goes to the original owner of the video. I'll be back in a while.
60% of Nebraska voted for Donald Trump, despite the fact he spent his entire election talking about his mass deportation plans. 65% of Nebraska workforce is illegal immigrants. Nebraska is a farming state, overran with farms. Now, 60% of Nebraskans voted for Trump. 65% of their workforce is illegal immigrants. And in 6 months, Nebraska's state will be going bankrupt. In 6 months, Nebraska will go belly up because they have lost their 65% of their working force in their farming industry. And she has the audacity, the caucasity to get on here and ask if anybody cares about Nebraska. No, you don't care about Nebraska. Nebraska doesn't care about Nebraska. I'm sorry for the 40% that voted voted blue. I'm sorry for them, but Nebraska, no, baby, no, not a bit. When you go out here and do these self-inflicted wounds, don't come out crying, expecting for somebody to baby you up. No, you're going to swallow that. You're going to eat that. You're going to eat that. So now you guys are losing your farms. You've already lost your workforce. And as soon as it gets dire, the big farming corporations are going to swoop in and they're going to buy up your farms for pennies on the dollar. All because...
Okay, guys. These Nebraska's farmers thought getting tough on immigration would help them. But now, no one wants to work in their fields. They kicked out the workers. And now their crops are dying. And guess what? They are blaming everyone but themselves. Let's keep watching the clip. I'll be back in a while.
So this morning I ended up on Nebraska Talk and it was a bunch of people crying, why does anybody care about Nebraska? When we voted for Kamala Harris, when I cast my vote for Harris, that was me saying, I care about you and I want you to survive and thrive. Okay, you knew better than anybody else that your state thrives and survives off of migrants' backs. Okay? And instead of them waiting for ICE to come, they decided to peace out before they could come and get them. I don't know what to tell you guys anymore. This is what you voted for. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, this is exactly what you voted for. And now you're feeling it. What do you want us to do? You want a government handout? That's socialism. You voted against that. No. Sadly, the reality is that you'll probably have to sell a lot of your farms for pennies on the dollar to large corporations and manufacturers. But don't worry, they'll probably let you work there for minimum wage.
So the other day I heard that in Nebraska, farmers are about to lose their farms because they voted for Trump. If they only had someone to let them know that voting for him was going to be so disastrous. Oh no, wait, they did. But I guess the only thing left to do now is to sing about it. There was a farmer had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. He was racist and he voted for Trump, E-I-E-I-O. with a racist here and a racist there. Here, there, everywhere there's ICE raids. There was a farmer had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Keyword here is had.
So are we going to sit on the couch and let these billionaires control the country? Hell no. We are the poor people. We're a red state.
I'm fully scared.
Okay, guys, you can't say go back to your country 1 year, then ask the same people to come pick your corn the next year. That's not how life works, really. People remember how you treated them. Now the farms are empty, and it's their own fault. Let's keep watching the video. Remember, the credit goes to the original owner of the video. I'll be back.
So by now we've all heard that Nebraska is going to go bankrupt in about 2 months, 60 days, give or take. And Nebraska was a state that voted overwhelmingly for that guy. And now they're all crying and screaming because their workforce is gone. All the immigrants that were there doing whatever they did for them, gone. All these people jumping on TikTok, all over social media, complaining about how they're about to lose their farms because they don't have anybody to work the farms. My thing is, like, when the man told you he was going to deport the immigrants and y'all still voted for him, did you think he was joking? Because his hatred for immigrants and people of color and anybody who's not a wealthy white man was the first clue that the rest of us got that he was going to do what the hell he said he was going to do. Let's be real about it. He tried it and got blocked in 2016 because at that time there were people in places in the administration that prevented him from doing that. Well, now he done got rid of all those people who would have stopped him from doing this craziness. So all that's left are the people like them, like y'all, who voted for this, who agree with the shit. I'm having a hard time understanding why we should care. Why those of us who didn't fuck around but are also finding out, why are we supposed to care? Why are we supposed to be like, oh, you are sorry and you regret your vote because you're about to lose your family farm and God.
Okay, guys, they believed Trump would save farming, but he gave tax cuts to the rich, not small farmers. Now they are broke, losing land, and wondering why no one wants to help. So whom do you want to help? Because they helped push the very policies that hurt them. Guys, let's keep watching the video. I'll be back with more commentary.
Because you true blue to Republican and Donald Trump, that you're willing to even sacrifice your own livelihood and your own farms, your own way of life. Republicans mean so much to you. Donald Trump means so much to you. And what they represent and what they stand for means so much to you. To you guys are willing to sacrifice everything. And you have. Now you want to come out crying, does anybody freaking care? Did you? Did you? Because it doesn't look like you care enough to me. You didn't even care enough to do what was best for you. You own your own farm. The last time Trump was in the office, the farming industry took a beating. And they had to be bailed out. A lot of the smaller farms didn't get those bailouts. So they just went belly up. And y'all took y'all simple-minded butts right on back in them boots and asked for another round of losing your farms. And you want us to care when you don't. Y'all are mind-baffling. You are so entitled You think that you're supposed to go out here and do whatever you want to do, make whatever horrific choices you want to make, and make them to be detrimental to others. And then when your shit blow up, you want the others who you meant harm to come in and baby you and to care about you. Girl, please go sit down. Go. I tell you what you need to be doing. What you might need to be trying to work out some plans with these big farm corporations. You know, maybe they'll let you stay on and work the land. You know, this might be, you know, you guys may have ushered in your own season.
Guys, let's talk about what is really happening in Nebraska. Farmers, they voted for Trump because they believed he would fix their problems. They were told that immigrants were not reason they couldn't get ahead. So many supported strict immigration laws, border walls, and deportations. But now, these same farmers are crying out, we can't find workers. Why? Because the people who used to pick their crops, the immigrants are gone. You can't build a farm on politics. You build it with people, hardworking people. But the message was clear. Immigrants were not welcome. Now, these immigrants are gone, and also is the labor force. Some of these farmers even put up Trump 2024 signs in their field, but now they are calling radio shows and begging for help, asking, where did all the workers go? Imagine, guys. Let's be honest. A lot of black Americans won't work these farms either, not because they are lazy, but because they are remember the history. Working in fields for people who voted against you. No, thank you. Especially when these same farmers helped support policies that harm poor and working people. Imagine, guys. Trump told them the problem was immigration, but the truth is the problem was never the workers. The problem is the system. Low wage, hard work, no protections, and on top of that, disrespect. Guys, imagine disrespect. Everybody needs just to be respected. So now they are stuck. Crops are dying. Fields are empty. And guess what? No one's coming to save them. They voted for this. So means all this mess happening or all this problem happening, they voted for it. So let them face it. It's not karma, it's just consequences. Yeah, this is really consequences. If you want people to help you, you need to respect them. Not only to respect them, even you need to treat them very well. Because the respect is mutual. You can't vote for people who hurt other and then cry when these same policies hurt you too. So to all these farmers in Nebraska, next time, think before you vote. Yeah, really. Think before you vote, guys, because vote, it's matter. Just you have to understand before when you vote, guys. Whom are you going to vote? What is it gonna bring to us? because the same hands you pushed away may be the ones you need the most. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Remember to put the comment in the comment section. Thank you very much for your help. Yeah, see you for the next video.